adopt a philosophy of no excuses, I promise you, you can serve as long as you want. Because that's what the public is looking for, and that's what they hate about politics. By the way, you know, this morning, New York Times poll, Congress has an 11% job approval rating. It is an all-time low, 11%. Gaddafi had a 14% job approval rating. And that was among the people who killed him. By the way, these jokes would be even funnier if I could actually speak them. In terms of what question, because so much of this is you want to ask questions. Communication is so much better when you deliver a rhetorical question than when you make a statement. I mean, I learned this as a kid. I'm Jewish. And I would ask my mother, how far is the earth from the sun? And she would say, how far do you think it is? It's not helpful. It created this mess. How many of you are Jewish? Raise your hands. Don't raise your hands. Have you not learned anything from history? Every time someone has asked that question, it hasn't worked out for us. Next is they want you to say what you mean and mean what you say. They will trust you if you're a straight shooter. You talk about the challenges and you be straight about it. Not partisan, not political. But that's the attribute that they want more than anything else. Someone who says what they mean and means what they say. And by the way, it's not economic growth. What your residents want from you is a healthy economy. Economic growth is an economic term. It's MIT, it's Harvard. A healthy economy means that everybody benefits for the long term. They want healthy schools, healthy communities, healthy households, healthy families. Add that word healthy. It has nothing to do with healthcare and everything to do with what we aspire to as communities. And by the way, look at this. Better business climate is about business. A healthier economy is about people. So I urge you to change that lexicon. And free enterprise, because I listened to your marketplace. Free enterprise, it's too, not that it's ideological, but it's too intellectual. Economic freedom is something we understand. Financial freedom. I'll do a couple more, and then I actually want to take questions, if any of you have it, in the last 3 minutes and 57 seconds I have. Of all the values that matter, and I thought family would come in first, or fairness would come in first. What are you doing to represent and protect and defend those who work hard, hardworking Americans? In the work that we do, we're always prioritizing, which is what mayors have to do. You can't do everything. You have an agenda of 12 items, but one matters more, and then there's a second and a third. That's what we try to do here, try to prioritize what matters most. And in terms of the value that we want to protect, it's hard work more than anything else. And let me just do, oh, actually you should see this. More efficient get a government versus smaller and less costly. This is the power of efficiency and effectiveness. We looked at this because women in particular want to see government that is efficient and effective. By the way, men want the efficiency, women want the effectiveness, which I find is the cause of many divorces across in political families. And let me do one more with you, which is this list right here. If you want budget words, and if you want to take a picture of the screen, I don't mind, because it's easier and I don't have the voice to be able to walk through it. This is the language that the public wants from you when it comes to dealing with government and the budget, and I'll do a few of these with you. Fact-based, it's not evidence-based, and this is something that both the Clinton administration and the Obama administration talked about, evidence-based policies. The problem with evidence for those, who are lawyers in here? Lawyers, raise your hands. Get out. Now, I know the mayor said something nice about you, but you're a lawyer, so really, get out. Evidence means there's prosecution and defense. Evidence means that there's two sides. You know, your evidence, my evidence. But a fact is a fact. And I urge you to take the fact-based approach. Second is that concept of setting priorities. It's what they complain about most when it comes to government, that there aren't that essence of setting priorities, that you try to do too much, and in the end, you get nothing done. And one more, you deserve. I'm hoping before you leave here that this organization will create, you can do it now, you can do it before you go, what do the people you represent in the cities and towns and communities, what do they deserve from their leadership? What do they deserve from the communities and neighborhoods that they live in? It is, in essence, a brand new Bill of Rights. But you deserve articulates what you hope for them, what you hope for the future. It's such a positive way to communicate. And I'll stop on this slide because we've also done it for jobs and taxes. In fact, my next slide is we've done the same language for education as well. The coolest one here is the one in the upper right. I get it. The chance to be able to say, I know you're suffering. I know that things aren't the way you want it to be. If you acknowledge you get it, then they're prepared to follow you along the path as you try to fix it. I want you to connect. I want them to have faith in you. I can't help. There's no one who can help Congress. And I don't even mean that as a joke. It's the numbers are so bad and they're just dysfunctional. Here's the deal, and I'll close on this. And again, I apologize for my voice, but here's the deal. If you fail, then America fails. If we can't instill a sense of confidence that the people that we elect and those who work with them, if we don't have the faith in the people who put us, I heard you. What do I do? Does it stop or does it go on like this? If this thing explodes, I'm going to be really pissed. I urge you, and I say this for the young people in this room because you are recognized. How old are you guys? You're 18. So, you know, you got another, you're guys, so you got another 60 years. If you were women, you'd have another 70 years. Why do men die before their wives? Because they want to. This is, you see, they're not laughing. They don't understand it yet. This is Robitussin at work. You have a responsibility to the people that you serve to regain their trust. If you fail, we know from every society over the last 500 years, when the public stops trusting them, then you have crime, you have a deviancy, you have a breakdown of morality. You've done such a great job in Philadelphia, and I'm so proud to know you. The changes in some of these cities are truly remarkable, and this appreciation of hometown. But I urge you now more than ever, don't fall prey to the partisanship. Don't play into this division that everyone seems to be promoting, from the networks to the politics. Be above it. And always remember that it is those young people who don't know it yet, but you're determining their future. Make it the best future ever. Thank you very much.